Welcome to Reinvent Yourself, the best awareness and self-improvement channel on YouTube. Today's video topic is 7 reasons for selecting your battles. Before we get into the video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Select your battles carefully. After all, how many times you stand up to a fight is not how your life is judged. The number of times you turned aside and made the decision to look in a better direction, rather than how many victories you've had, is what makes you happy. War is a waste of time because life is too brief. Fight only the most crucial issues, disregard the rest. A Joy Bell. Choose your fights refers to picking and choosing whatever issues, disputes, and conflicts you participate in. You reserve your time for the important things rather than fighting every issue. This entails focusing on winning the most crucial conflicts while letting go of the others. Number 1, why picking your battles is crucial. Not all things are crucial. Some things are just irrelevant in the long run. When you consider what will matter in 5, 10, or even 20 years, it becomes clear that many of the concerns we have are unimportant, and we should instead be concentrating on the major issues. Every conflict requires time. Every issue you become enmeshed in consumes time and energy. Even if you triumph in that conflict, it's possible that you can have used your time more wisely. Making the most of your time is sometimes more important than winning. Our time here on earth is finite. Everything counts since we only have so much time here on earth. In the end, I and you will pass away one day. What do you want to see when you look back on life from your deathbed? A life where you argue with everyone who got in your way and fretted about everything? Or a life well lived that was meaningful, where you focus all your energy on activities that benefited others and the world at large? Making wise use of this finite resource known as time is a good goal of picking your battles. What's important to you? What are your top priorities? Who holds the most value for you? Fighting every struggle means that you won't have time for these important things. You have already won the major game of life just by deciding which combat you wish to fight. How to pick your battles. Choosing your battles frequently involves walking a fine line between knowing when to press on and when to back down. Here are my 7 suggestions for selecting and winning fights. Assess the issue. Unbelievably, most of the issues that bother us on a daily basis are little inconveniences that won't have any lasting effects. This includes toxic individuals and those that aim to make you feel bad. When a challenge arises, you should think to yourself, is this issue really crucial? Do I have to handle it? Could there be other ways to spend my time? Once I received a terrible review from a friend or someone I believed to be a friend in front of a professional colleague. To disparage me in front of someone who only knew me was very terrible taste, especially since this acquaintance and I might be working together. If you are in a dispute, think about this. There are only a few productive hours out of the whole 24 hours in a day. What activities do you want to engage in? Are you upset with someone who was never worth your time to begin with? Are you upset over unimportant things that won't matter in a few years? Or focusing your attention on the seeds that will germinate and grow? The first option merely serves to increase your self-doubt. The latter will improve your quality of life. Number 2, perform a cost-benefit evaluation. Cost-benefit analysis is a methodical strategy used in the world of investment to analyze the strengths and weaknesses of a business. Invest so that you can decide if the investment is sound. Analyzing the cost and benefit of a potential conflict might help you decide if it is worthwhile to engage in combat. Think about it. Do the drawbacks outweigh the advantages? If yes, it is usually preferable to let go and move on. What are the chances of winning? It could be preferable to give up altogether if the chances of success are extremely slim. Does this imply that if a conflict has little to no possibility of winning, we should avoid it altogether? Not at all, no. There are moments when you want to choose a fight to make a point. Number 3, strive towards win-win scenarios rather than lose-lose scenarios. If you choose to engage in combat, try to create a situation where both of you come out on top. In today's environment of intense competition, this approach might seem normal, but it will only confine you. The world is full of opportunities, and it is up to us to seize them or create new ones. This needs to start with an abundance mindset rather than a scarcity mindset. On the other hand, you draw opportunity and abundance when you concentrate on everyone winning. You also spread love and positivity to others. The dispute itself is the war, not your adversary. If your supervisor is making you angry, talk to them and try to work out a solution that will satisfy both of your demands. Don't use passive-aggressive tactics to try to complicate things if you're upset with your partner. Work through the disagreements with him or her so that the two of you may accomplish your objectives together. If you want to keep your friendship with your friend despite your anger towards them, talk to them and explain your struggles. Use this win-win perspective when in confrontation with anyone. What is the scenario where everyone will be happy, you ask? What situation results in everyone winning? Then put forth the effort to achieve it. If you are getting value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Number 4, hold a candid discussion. Having an open dialogue is crucial to a win-win situation. When we make decisions based on our idealized version of success, we are excluding the other person and not paying attention to their wants. Recognize that others may have beliefs and objectives that differ from our own. Here are some pointers for having a direct dialogue. Try to comprehend. You want to comprehend everyone's perspective because they vary. Don't disregard their views simply because they differ from yours. Recognize them for what they are and why the individual believes that way. Express your opinions while giving the other person an opportunity to respond. Share your ideas to start bridging the gap. After that, ask them to express their opinion. Make sure that everyone has an equal opportunity to express their opinions. Ask questions and understand one another. Offer encouragement when the other person expresses their viewpoint. Give them a nod your head in agreement, and say thank you. Come up with the best solution. Express your concern for the other person and your desires to achieve a win-win situation for all parties. Together, come up with the finest solution for your needs. Number 5, center yourself in high consciousness. Refrain from becoming enraged. To ensure the best outcome for both of you once you've made the decision to fight, center yourself in high consciousness. Always keep in mind that you want to create a win-win situation, not undermine your opponent. The adversary in this situation is the current fight, not the other party. However, it can be challenging to stay conscious during a conflict. When emotions are high, it's possible to say things out of the blue. Unresolved complaints can surface. Even though you rationally understand that the other person is not the target, you might feel like attacking them. In the event that the other individual is uncooperative, you can also feel like giving up this battle. I have some advice for handling this. Visualize yourself in a serene setting before you engage in combat. You must give someone permission before they can harm you or remove you from this location. Attempt to respond in a non-violent manner, a minimum of once if you are the target of cruel statements. I know you're upset, but let's keep this civil, you can say. Let's work together to resolve this so that the best results may be had for the both of us. If you feel yourself losing composure, stop talking and gather yourself. Put yourself in a different setting and imagine that you are here to carry out this conversation successfully. Number 6, provide a way out. If you have unlimited resources, you can triumph in every conflict. However, the truth is that our supply of resources is limited. If a problem isn't getting better despite our best efforts, we cannot continue working on it indefinitely. Have an endpoint that signals to you, okay, that's it. It's time to let go and move on. At this point, you should withdraw from the conflict because you have suffered your greatest loss and don't want to expend any more time or effort on it. Number 7, release unresolved issues. Let the issue go if it cannot be resolved despite your best efforts. Success comes from learning to let go when it's necessary, not from always winning. This tip number 7 is about letting go, whereas tip number 6 is about knowing when to go when things don't go your way. Simply because you stop trying to solve a problem doesn't mean that you have mentally moved past it. Can you really let go? Recognize your emotions. Therefore, things did not turn out the way you had hoped. What do you think? Sad, angry, disappointed. Put your emotions in writing. Recognize the cause of your feelings. There is a cause for your resentment. Why are you experiencing this? What do you believe to be unfair? Investigate the bias of the problem. Perhaps you feel mistreated. Perhaps the circumstances bring up fear. Perhaps it involves a subject that is very important to you. Understanding the underlying cause will enable you to accept and let go. Create a fresh course of action. Determine fresh strategies for progress. How can you keep moving on with your life plan even though the struggle doesn't go as planned? Do you pick your battles wisely? If you frequently find yourself engaged in conflicts, apply the advice above and distinguish between conflicts that are crucial and those that are not. Keep your attention on the crucial conflicts and let the others go. By doing so, you concentrate your efforts on winning the major game of life. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you in the next video.